The fear of Allah is like the fear of a crazed lover who refrains from displeasing Allah, who fears to be deprived of Allah's consent. A lover refrains from displeasing the beloved because he fears that this will destroy their love. This is what the fear of Allah is like. There is no other meaning in this. He may go to hell and burn in its fire, but what in fact makes him uncomfortable is his inability to express his love for Allah. So this is how Allah tells the lover what the lover needs. If a person has a deep fear of Allah, he will be very meticulous to obey His commands. He will love Him and behaves very respectfully. For example, he will not be self-centered or selfish, but compassionate and caring. He will not give rein to his lover's self or seek his own ends, but he will be forgiving. He will fear Allah and be forgiving to others. For instance, forgiveness is a force that fosters love. Compassion is a force that fosters love. For the sake of Allah's approval, you take care of your beloved. Take pains about what he eats and drinks, and about the exercises that person should do. This is all a manifestation of one's love for Allah. But the person who doesn't fear Allah becomes self-centered, selfish, thinking only of himself. He becomes unforgiving and reacts harshly when his own interests are at stake. For instance, such person would be skeptical, unaltruistic. He would be not generous and would not be able to put his life for Allah when he should. That is to say, lots of negative attitudes piles up on him. But in the case of fear of Allah, every sort of goodness comes upon him. That is to say, every sort of goodness that ensure love and beauty fit perfectly on fear of Allah. A devout Muslim fears Allah and never behaves improperly in respect of courtesy towards Him. He speaks in perfect respect. We are beings who may die any second. We are the manifestations of Allah, and Allah makes us speak in a tiny space and shows us images. If a person has lots of faith and fears Allah, he doesn't even feel sleepy because of the joy he experiences. I mean, he bursts with joy. The joy of paradise, the joy of knowing that moral values of Islam will prevail the world, the joy of saying that the words of blessed people come true, the joy of good morals. There are so many joys to experience. The joy of the blessings given by Allah. But above all else, there is the joy of Allah's existence. I mean, we all are under the control of His endless power. That is such a great blessing, praise be to Allah. Let people experience these joys. Of course, as a result of this, such a person becomes lively, vivacious, but this is not the purpose. That's a blessing of Allah upon us for having done such beautiful deeds.